just talking about anime. Guess it's important to hear what they say. Are you ever waifus throughout night and day? Now that you listen to the Rant Cafe.
Yo! What is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages that are coming here on this tumultuous, lovely day to the Rant Cafe podcast. We are here once again bringing smiles to millions, and today our lovely guest is SUSU.
Let's go.
Hey.
Hell
Yo.
yeah.
It's good to have
Great
you.
to have you here. I'm surprised
Thank you.
it took this long. That, I don't know, it was weird. I feel like we've collabed so many times. I don't know how you never ended up on Rant Cafe before. It's kind of weird.
You never invited me. That's how. This is a situation where Nux is 100% at fault.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad you're fitting in great because everyone else likes blaming things on
Exposed
me as well.
in 4K.
We also have the legendary man with the green screen, Briggs.
The man who doesn't use his green screen. Briggs, what up, boys?
It's Briggs from Nux and Briggs, also from Briggs ADA, and Briggs on TikTok. It's crazy.
Also, it's
TikTok.
more of a green curtain. It's more of a green curtain, but yes.
I'm a TikToker now, boys.
Huge.
Incredible.
And we also have Animac, but no one really cares about him because he's never met SUSU before somehow. Cringe.
Yo, what's up,
Hello.
After an
Nice
intro
to
like
meet
that, I don't
you.
know. Do you even want to say nice to meet you after he was introduced like that? I don't know. That's...
Well, welcome, Susu, to the podcast where Nux is just mean to Animac the entire time.
What are you
Yeah.
saying, dude? I am so nice to anime.
But as we all know, being mean to someone is just a projection of one's own insecurities.
Absolutely.
So,
you tell yourself that.
You know,
bro.
I hope that one day Nux will recover from his issues. But until then, let's do a podcast.
And for someone like Nux with his level of maturity, it's also a sign of affection, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
This is why you guys aren't invited to the collab that I'm throwing tonight. Unlike
Rude.
SUSU.
You know, the reason I'm not invited is because I would win. Let's be real here, Nux.
Maybe. Anyway, SUSU,
Yeah.
what are your favorite anime?
Well, I guess we can go by which one I've watched from start to finish the most, and I think that one's Yu Yu Hakusho. I've watched it
Ooh.
like 3 times start to finish.
That
Wow.
is a
Oh, that's
sick
solid.
choice. Sick
Yeah, I
choice.
actually finished it, which is kind of rare for me in animes.
Hell yeah.
I think
know
I dropped
anime-
it before the final arc, and then when I rewatched it, I watched the entire thing. Yu Yu Hakusho just has such great characters. I love it.
I know the tournament arcs are so good.
True.
This is off to a great start with her saying that, oh, I barely finished any anime. We're an anime podcast where we roast people's dates in anime. It's going to be great.
Are we really an anime podcast though at this point? We're just like anime is the background to which we just talk about literally whatever we want.
Yeah, you're right. We mostly talk about like investments and spirituality, I
And
think.
how much we hate Quebec.
True. Oh, yeah. That was a great rant though. That was good stuff. Oh well. another time. But
No,
love
you know what? Let's talk about Quebec right now. What the fuck's the deal with Quebec, guys?
Bro, what's the deal with airline food?
Is that the place with like the mooses and the syrup?
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
wish.
pretty much.
They wish. That's
They-
the place with like French and stuff.
Honestly, Quebec doesn't even want our meese, our mooses.
Our meats.
Yeah, wait, what is the plural for moose? Is it meese or is it just moose?
You see, the plural for moose are mice, which
Yes.
lulls people into a false sense of security. And they think that if you hit a mice, then whatever, who cares? But no, that is bad, because mooses are massive.
They really are. I remember the first time I saw like a video of one, it was chasing a car and I was like, oh my god, I thought they were like cow-sized.
Dude.
No.
they're like 6 cows, piled on top of each other, and then compressed into massive muscle.
And
Dude,
with
Yeah.
massive like antlers just to
I
I
saw one in
really-
person. I saw one in person. It didn't give a fuck about me. It was so intimidating. It was gigantic. I was like 10 meters away from it. It just looked over. It's just fucking huge. Walked so slowly. It was honestly like an insane experience just to see one that close.
I mean, to be fair, if a deer is an anime character, then a moose is a JoJo character.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I've seen multiple meese.
Okay, hold on. 10 meters, 2 feet. I'm American. I don't understand what
10
the hell it
meters
means.
is like
32 feet. How do you...
Yeah, They're
How do you
massive.
gauge that with your eyes? Wow.
Honestly,
You
it may have
don't.
been.
They're just massive.
It
They're
may have
so
been-
big, it's terrifying.
It may have been less than like it was probably like 20 feet.
Moose, you don't understand how massive they are. If you
Yeah,
hit them with a
fuck.
car, you don't hit their body, you hit their legs. And then the body drops on the car. Like, that's why it's so dangerous.
Yeah, and then the person inside the car dies.
Yeah, you trip the moose if you hit them with a car. Okay? That's how Chad they are.
All right, enough about Moose. Let's talk about some anime. Susu,
I've
do you have
heard-
another anime that you really, really like?
Dropout was pretty good.
God damn it.
Let's
From
go.
start to finish.
That's fair.
I don't think I finished because I finished.
But isn't
That-
it only like 2 episodes though?
It's 3.
3, alright.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
isn't it 3?
There's a third episode?
I thought it was 3. Maybe it is just 2, and I was just hopeful.
Someone in chat asked the real questions. What would win, 10 meese or a trillion lions?
I love Twitch chat sometimes. Like sometimes I hate Twitch chat, but like our chats I kind of love.
Yeah, only 2. I was thinking about something else that was 3 episodes long.
Dropout's great. Dropout, a lot of people think it's just porn and it's just there to like arouse people, but no.
But af-
Dropout is it's a meta commentary on society and greed.
It
in general.
absolutely is, you know.
Mm.
It's a commentary on how society views women, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just it's a lesson on how capitalism taken too far to an extreme can absolutely destroy people's relationships.
Wow.
Well, absolutely, but you can't ignore the, gender struggles that are there. But of course you,
I'm pretty sure
as a
that if there
privileged
was-
white man, wouldn't know
that's fair.
that.
That's a good point. You make a solid
Nux
argument.
isn't white.
Look at him.
He's a
No.
he's
Hey, look, she makes a good point.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I mean, he is a cracked out alien.
That's fair. No, but like you see, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm mistaken. In the Dropout lore, it's been quite a while. But if I'm not mistaken, if the dudes do poorly on the tests, they also become sex slaves.
I never
Wait.
saw that. I don't think so. They specifically said female students, didn't they?
Did they? I don't know. I think we should watch this on stream right now.
Wait, why
Well,
why
wait.
does Nux know the plot of Dropout when he doesn't watch hentai? This is so
Because I
weird.
made a whole video watching Dropout
Yes.
with Charlie
Yeah.
and Nelly.
Yeah, sure,
No,
sure,
yeah.
sure, sure.
I learned so
Mhm.
much. I
Yeah,
learned
yeah,
so
nuts. Mm-hmm.
It's
Honestly,
more than hentai. It's performance art.
it's art.
You know?
Dude,
And
when I-
honestly,
when I was-
unironically, much deeper than Evangelion.
It's true. It is deeper than Evangelion. But I do have to say, when I was writing a thesis, gender politics and capitalism in a gender utopia society.
Oh my
Dropout
god, that's why Hassan Abi followed you on Twitter.
Dropout was in fact it was one of the required reading materials.
Makes sense.
True story.
I could see some weeb
Also,
fucking
Susu, by the
quoting
way-
Dropout in an
By the way,
essay.
Susu, I'm just saying, Susu, Hassan did say he would send you feed pics if he would have noticed your donation.
I know.
if you
I'm
saw
so
that.
sad. I spent $8 and got not one single toe. I could have gotten like 8 out of 10 toes for that, but I got 0.
That's
Felt
just
really
rude.
bad.
Can't you like send him a receipt? Like you paid for the feet.
But we have your video. Your video will be my receipt. It's like here it is right here, Hassan, at the
Come on,
26-minute
Hassan.
mark.
That's messed up.
I bought your feet.
Wait,
Come on,
it
man,
wasn't
pay up.
at the 26-minute, was it?
Wait, I think it was.
Paid attention?
Well, of course I watched your
my
video.
God.
I watch all.
No,
of
but
your
like you paid
videos.
attention to where exactly.
I think it was not 26, maybe like the 20-minute mark, give or take. But yeah, like I needed to know the timestamp because, like you said, receipt.
Yeah,
For the feet.
Briggs, we all watch all of Nux's videos,
Yeah.
right?
You should. It's great. They're good videos.
Yeah.
We know exactly what you're talking about now.
I think it's 23:22 probably. That's a timestamp.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'll make sure to write that down in his DMs since he did follow me back. Thanks, Nux.
I got you. He followed me too. He seems like a swell dude. Anyway,
Man, I haven't
so-
watched a Nux talking video in a while. You should invite me back sometime.
Briggs, maybe if you watch my videos, I'd want to invite you more.
Wow.
Anyway. You've been in so many of my videos.
It's true. I have. I'm just joking.
I see
Yeah,
that.
you're
I
a
see that.
staple character in the Nuxverse.
Yeah.
In my lore.
I'm
In the
co-
Nux lore.
I'm coming out with Nuts and Briggs t-shirts.
Yo! Wait, are you actually? That's awesome.
I'm not, but I'm considering it.
Oh, you should definitely.
Right now, I came up with the idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Wait,
nice.
what if you like have a ship name, like combine the name, like?
Nails.
No.
Oh, okay, wait, no.
Oh my lord! I didn't think of that. Oh shoot.
What are you doing?
Okay, I didn't think it either. Okay, I'm
Oh my
glad
God.
I'm glad it in my head before I said it out loud.
And that's been a good stream, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.
Wait, you're not. Hey, you're not stopping.
I'm
the stream.
kidding. I obviously not, dude.
Oh my God,
You just said a
holy
combination of our names.
That was a complete accident.
But yeah, Brooks. I agree with Brooks. Good call, Nux.
Yeah, yeah.
You really,
Ah!
the thing about Nux and Briggs, it's so iconic as the Nux and Briggs that you can't change it anymore. It's over.
That's true. Nux and Briggs.
Nux and break. That was terrifying. Anyway, the synopsis of Dropout. To address the alarming problem of unemployment, a special government program is introduced to conscript the so-called dropouts, young people who are either unable to find a job or have failed high school, into compulsory labor. People. Gender neutral.
How could be any dude slaves?
Yeah, because I think that they know the audience. So, like, you know.
Well, they just overlooked that.
They
Yeah.
probably end up being
Hey,
slaves.
dude, we
but
saw
like,
the men's bathrooms. You don't know what the women's bathrooms look like, okay?
Yeah, you know, you have a point there. You have a point.
I think all the dude slaves ended up in discipline. So there you go.
Here, I found another synopsis for you. Students that receive poor grades and drop out are turned into sex objects, or as they put it in the hentai language, cum dumpsters. God damn it, it's actually written on my anime list. Okay. But students, as we say, gender neutral. Huge.
Nux, I'm definitely down if you want to do a collab where we go over hentai plots and explain why they're actual philosophical masterpieces.
Dude, I've done that!
been there, done that.
I've
Have
literally
you?
done that.
You
Man,
have? I don't know, man. I don't watch your videos.
we deserve to get bullied. The bullies
You
in
guys
high,
are
the bullies in high school are right.
That's fair. Alright,
I mean, okay, but I don't know what exactly you mean as
We
to
got
why,
Dropout.
but I get it.
we got Dropout, we got Yu Yu Hakusho. Two very similar shows, if I do say so myself.
Yeah,
What
both
else?
commentaries on society, absolutely.
True. True.
Commentary on cum dumpsters, I know.
All right, next anime.
Next
Yeah.
anime.
Okay. Let me have a nice little brain thinky.
Okay.
Th-
I mean,
thought.
you could talk about like some of your older anime you watched when you were younger, or like something you've been watching recently if you have been watching anything recently.
I watched like the staple animes when I was younger, back when like the Toonami block was a thing.
Hell yeah.
What was your
Yes.
introduction into anime?
I think Pokemon, Card Captor Sakura, and
Hell yeah.
Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon. Like
Nice,
mostly
yeah.
the stuff that was on Toonami, because back then when I was a kid, anime wasn't like really accessible in the States.
True.
I had an uncle that collected like I don't know. He was definitely I guess an otaku, because his room was covered in like anime VHS tapes. Like there were
But
so
an
many
otaku
VHS tapes.
uncle? That's so dope. None of my uncles were otakus or anyone I knew.
Yeah, he lived in St. Croix. St. Croix is in the Caribbean. It's like an island basically. It's kind of like Puerto Rico where I was
Oh,
born. Yeah, so
cool.
he lived in St. Croix, and so it gets really hot there. So he just has like a sweaty room full of anime VHS tapes, and he let me borrow some. He had pretty much every Tenchi Muyo VHS tape, and
Oh my god.
his computer wallpaper was Ryoko. And I was like, wow, what's that? Like I never seen like that kind of art style before, but I had seen Pokemon and stuff. So I was like, oh, this looks like my Pokemon cartoon. I wanna watch this. So I got a Tenchi Muyo VHS tape from my uncle, and of course, me being a small up and coming Coomer, I picked the one that was like the beach episode. So like it had all the ladies in the bikini on the cover. And I took it back to my grandparents' place, and I had to have my grandpa help set it up. And I'd never seen like a anime like this before. All the animes I saw were on Cartoon Network, so they were like safe for kids, I guess. So he has to rewind the DVD. So he's rewinding it, and like all these titties are like popping up on the screen. Like, you know, the animes when they like zoom on the titties and they do like the zoom lines and they like make
Yeah,
it super
yeah.
like,
Classic.
oh, with the sound effects and everything. And like I was like, I was standing there like I think I was 8 or something, just standing there like, oh, I hope he doesn't see that. And my grandpa didn't say anything. I know he saw it. I know he saw it, but he didn't say anything. He just rewound it. I was like, okay, your video's ready. And I was like, oh my god, based grandpa.
Yeah, he probably
So
he
that
probably
was-
just like looked over. Nice. And just kept on going.
The thing is, I've completely become desensitized to all that boob and stuff in anime. Like you pointed out now, and I'm like, oh yeah, there are weird angles and all that type of stuff. But now I'm, I don't actually ever think about it myself unless someone points it out. I'm just like, yeah, anime, let's go.
Yeah, no,
Let's do
it's crazy how desensitized we've actually gotten. You know.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like,
I
I'll-
remember when I first watched Naruto, and in episode 1 he does the sexy jutsu, and I was like, oh my god, what the flip? He turned into a naked girl. Like, holy crap. And then that just became like a gag in every second episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like
Dude, I'll go. Go ahead. Sorry.
At this point now, when I watch an anime that doesn't have fan service, I'm like, where's the fan service? Like, you're watching
potential.
Monster or Death Note or Fullmetal Alchemist, and you're like, where's the tits, bruh? I
A
love the
different
story,
kind of
but
fan
what about the
service.
tits?
Like Death Note had the yaoi bait fan service.
Mhm.
that is true. It did. That's actually true. And
Very
I
big
get like
yaoi.
I did not
L
get
light-
that at
the-
all, personally.
The L light foot massage thing.
Yeah, that was freaking gay as hell.
Yeah, man.
I mean, yeah, but like the one scene, I don't think it was throughout.
I don't know, like a lot of it's because you're not a woman, you know, like girls when they watch anime and they see like the two Bishonen male characters like look at each other, they're like, oh my god, they're in love. They have like a whole fan fiction already written in their head. So it's a bit different. Like all the girls that I knew were like, oh yeah, I ship Light and L and blah blah blah.
I guess. I mean, two
There we
guys
go,
can look at
anime.
each other, and
These guys slapped.
some people will do that.
Also,
but,
they have like their
A lot of people-
they have their dramatic lines and their poses and stuff, and I could see that like that being a form of fan service in a way.
And also, Light tended
Yeah.
to like breathe into his
Intellectual fan
microphone
service.
as he was talking a lot.
Yeah.
Like every time Light would speak, it would like come with like these like orgasmic breathing sounds.
Oh god, you remember the classic potato chip scene? Just unforgettable.
potato
Dude.
chip.
that is
I need it.
yeah, but that's not sexual. That's a deeply philosophical scene,
course,
guys.
of
Come on,
course.
we cannot cheapen.
Dude, every
These
time
important
every time somebody died, Light would groan. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
had a
was-
few moans.
Yeah, he had a couple busts in there. I saw it.
Like
Yeah,
he
well-
writes the dude's name on a piece of paper and
He was attracted to one thing only, and that is ultimate power.
Boys,
Yeah.
I've gotten so desensitized that I'll recommend people anime think like as a starter anime or like after a few thinking it's still pretty like Western or like not like doesn't have a lot of fan service, and I'll randomly recommend like, oh, like you like that, like check out No Game No Life, and then I'm like,
oh god, dude.
I'm so dumb that I forget, like I haven't watched it in so many years. Like first episode you got fucking like lolly panty shots and Steph Bobs, like, but I just don't notice that.
Dude, I don't think about it either. It's
or like
so
Code
weird.
Geass, dude. Code Geass has fan service. Since
Code
I
Geass
don't.
has so much fan service. So much fan service.
Yeah, okay, so there is nothing wrong with Code Geass fan service.
I mean,
I
there's
also
nothing wrong with most.
when
fan
I saw
service.
No Game No Life and I saw like the incest bait and stuff, I was like, nah, I'm not into this, and it was noticeably like distracting to me. But with Code Geass, it just works,
Maybe that's because you watched Code Geass later in your anime career. It was the
No.
first
Actually, I
anime
watched
I
No Game No
watched
Life
ever.
much later.
No, Code Geass.
Yeah, Code Geass I watched earlier.
Code Geass was my first like short anime, like my first non-shonen anime, and I was like, every time Colin gets in a robot and the camera like goes to her butt, like I want to see the fights.
Yeah.
Well, why is it blocked by this voluptuous booty?
Mhm.
Okay,
that's
next.
what 16-year-old Briggs was thinking as well. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
That
Nux,
means
we're
that-
no longer friends
that
now that
means
you
that.
said this. Okay, I get kind of the point you're trying to make, but I reject it completely.
Wow, I guess that means Nux is a lot younger than I am.
True. I'm 14.
Wait,
I
so he's
suspected
younger
it.
because he doesn't appreciate Colin's ass?
Well, he said that he was like, like trying to look at the robots or whatever, and I'm like, you
Well,
got
I mean,
something
that's what I
younger."
was telling whoever I was watching it with, of course.
Oh,
No, I
oh,
think- I think
Sure.
Nux exposed himself as a wholesome cringe lord.
Yeah, I'm a cringe lord. I'm not embarrassed about it at all. I will say that Code Geass episode 3 had a shower scene that was very memorable.
That shower scene was part of the plot, bro.
I know,
it
that's
was
why it was
part of
memorable.
the
It was sick.
intense, suspenseful plot. So I don't want to hear any of
The
the
dude
of this.
walks into the shower and like he fakes a phone call from somewhere else. It was like epic mind games, but also added bonus shower scene
Now the Nina table scene
was completely
Is-
irrelevant.
yeah, what the fuck?
is
That's
up for
iconic.
debate. That is
Oh
up
my
for
God.
debate because
No, is
that
it really up
table
for debate, though?
deserved better. Okay.
I don't know, man. I feel like that wasn't really up for debate. I feel like that was just big. It was just a piece of big bait. It was like, honestly, Nina in general did not. Need
Yeah, she just could not be part of the series, and nothing would change.
No, she was relevant, but like,
Well, no, she was relevant in the worst way. She's
Yeah.
a very hated
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, well, she represents kind of the other side of extremism because you have on the one hand, the Black Knights. They're trying to fight against the Britannian Empire, and then they're willing to do horrible things sometimes for the greater good. And on the other side, you have Nina, a Britannian, who is from the same class, but she reaches the completely opposite conclusion, and that is we need to destroy these rebels by any means necessary. So in that sense, it is interesting. But yeah, she's definitely not a likable character.
She's
in
very
any-
over the top.
not
They
even
could have just had
close.
like a random person create nukes and robots and shit.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
she didn't really add much.
You got detestable characters in anime like that.
I mean,
though, so-
they had Suzaku, so like Suzaku and
Suzaku-
Nina.
I would say Suzaku was not a
I
detestable.
mean, I didn't
To
like
me,
him.
it was. To
Just
me,
because
it
you
was
didn't like him,
definitely-
he wasn't like made to be hated like
I
Nina
feel like
was.
he was made to be disliked.
When
to a
they
certain
wrote
extent.
Nina, they weren't like building up this character that they wanted people to fall in love with. No, you know,
You don't
Yeah,
think they
I
had
mean,
the
that's
same
fair.
attempt with
like I feel like
Suzaku?
Nina's equivalent to like Weevil
Suzaku
Underwood.
had a
2 years
redemption
ago.
arc though, didn't he?
I don't
I think
remember.
I still think Suzaku was a decent character.
I think he's a good
He
character
was
too,
better.
but like
I
I just
don't.
don't like him.
I don't because I know what they were going for, and they want you to be able to sympathize with him and all that stuff. But I can't understand his logic, and in that sense, I don't like him as a character because he seems like such a naive idiot to me.
Do you
This
not
is
do you
why
not
you-
like Light Yagami?
This is why he doesn't like. No,
I do
he
like
agrees
Light.
with Light Yagami. If he'd have a death note, he'd also be killing
So
people.
then, do you agree with L? Like, I thought the whole thing
Dude.
is to have contradictory approaches to just
It
achieving.
is. That's why he
No,
didn't
but
like
no, but the thing
Subaru
is
from
with
ReZero.
with Light and L, both of them have compelling visions of justice that you can relate to some aspects, but not necessarily all of them. With Suzaku, I don't relate with him at all. Like obviously, to me, he's in the wrong. He's trying to fight, trying to make the system more just by killing innocent people in the name of the system. I can't agree with him.
You don't think it's possible to change the system from within?
That's like
He was going for really. He was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna change the world by being a part of the system," which I can understand why some people don't like him. But he later changed it in the series. He was like, "Oh, wait, this is terrible."
Yeah.
I don't think he ever thought he was terrible. I think
Well,
he just
later,
like,
later on in the
okay, Lelouch,
series,
you have a good plan. I'll go with your plan, but I don't think he ever like owned up to the horrible nature of his idea. Because if you think about it, in World War II, you had Nazi collaborators. So people who, for example, Quisling is the big guy, I believe, from Norway, where he was a local guy who supported the government, not the government, the oppressive, occupational forces of Nazi Germany, and kind of facilitated their occupation of the country as a local, as someone who actually is from there. And that's essentially what Suzaku is doing. So I can't sympathize with what he's doing, because these guys could have also said, "Oh, we were just trying to change the system from the inside, man. Germany was strong, so we did what we had to do." Disagree. That was not the right thing to do.
Look, no one's telling you that you have to agree with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
Suzaku's
could.
political
Okay.
statement. Like, that's a totally different discussion, dude.
Anyway, let's move on from this.
How is that a
I
different
see what
discussion?
you're saying, Animac. As
I
to how
don't.
I see what Animac's saying in regards to how he doesn't like really support anything or understand Suzaku's like perspective
Look.
at all. I think you can still think a character is good without agreeing with them, but that's a whole other
Dude,
thing.
This is the same logic that Animac has why he doesn't like Subaru from ReZero.
Yes.
It's the same logic. It's
No.
Subaru is such
But
a
Subaru's
pussy,
dumb.
though.
He is a
Yeah,
pussy. And he is dumb, but that's irrelevant. 'Cause
No,
he-
but that's the
he
thing.
could be
There's
a well-written
contributing
character,
factors,
even if
though.
you don't agree with him.
I think a well-written character, you will sympathize with him even if you disagree with him in many ways, because he's so well-written. It's like a villain, for example. You know, you can sympathize with a villain even though you don't agree with what they're doing. With Chidaku, I
disagree
can't
with you,
sympathize
man.
with him because
I
he's such
think
a
so-
naive idiot.
I
So,
think
in
that,
that sense, I don't think he's well-written. I'm not saying he's horrible, but he's not well-written.
Did you watch Tokyo Revengers?
Not all of it.
How far did you get?
Like 6 episodes.
Damn it.
I plan to
I hate
finish
the
it
main
eventually.
character. I hate the main character of Tokyo Revengers.
Ooh.
So far, I don't hate him, but he's not, not great.
I hate him. I legit
Question?
hate him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you guys have like okay, you know how there's always waifus and really popular anime waifus? Is there
What?
like a popular
There's-
anime waifu that you like don't like, that you hate? I got a couple.
Oh, you know what? That's a really good
Great
question,
question.
because usually we're always talking about the waifus we love, but that is such a good question. And she's asking popular ones, so not saying like hated characters like Rachel from Tower of God. We have to actually talk
Alright.
about ones that other
I
people
say,
like but we don't.
We go in order. We start with Briggs, and we'll work our way down.
Thank you for putting me on the spot here.
You're
I
welcome,
was
Briggs.
never in love with Rias Gremory.
Oh.
I feel
Okay.
like she was.
Okay, Recon just passed
Yeah,
out.
I know. I mean, she was.
Enraged.
I mean, aesthetically. I mean, a lot of the harem protagonists. It's like, why do you like the protagonist? I mean, a lot of the harem girls. Like, why do you like the protagonist? And Rias was one of them for sure. Because she's just so much better than our main dude in every way. Again, you put me on the spot
Always
here.
how it is, though.
That is
She's
true.
the-
That's true.
That's always it.
You know what
It's
it
like
was?
a
I didn't like
fantasy.
Issei. I was never a big fan of Issei.
Yeah, he sucked.
So I think that was definitely a contributing factor. You know, like sometimes they have like an insert with like no personality, like that like is their protagonist. While Issei had a personality that I just didn't like.
Fair. Anime? You have a.
Okay, so I'm
popular
gonna
waifu that you
thank
hate?
Chad for this one, but Rem from ReZero, I've always said, and I think Briggs would agree, she's a very popular waifu, but I just don't think
Who?
she's a good waifu.
She's a
Yeah.
simp.
Yeah.
She is-
Yeah, exactly.
Anaconda.
She's a simp,
I
and
mean,
she
to
starts.
be fair,
Like I
one
said,
of
I don't
the
want to get
people
into
this
these
call
debates. 'cause
Asked
we've had-
Hassan for feet pics.
It was for a cursed stream contest. What the
Yeah.
heck was I supposed to do? It was for a
No, I
you
know.
can't
It
take
was
that out
great.
of context.
I know that's why it was so funny, because now I could take it out of context.
Ah!
Anyway, the point
God
is,
damn it.
I don't want to get into the whole
Yeah.
Rem thing and why, but yeah, initially she starts off as just like making these rash decisions, like killing a guy that was invited as a guest of her mistress into her house before she knows him and knows anything about him and whether or not, he's a bad guy or a good guy. Then she does a total 180 and she simps for him. And either way, not a fan of her as a character. There are a lot of better waifus in ReZero than Rem, but she was absolutely a fan favorite. Everyone loved her so much.
I'm really excited for my pick. I'm very specific with my pick. Every main female character from a shonen anime between the years 2000 and 2010.
I don't think people have Sakura as their waifu.
That's Sakura, that's Orihime, that's Lucy, that's all of them.
Except for Nami and Robin, because they're actually
Nami
well
started
written.
in 1999.
Let's go.
Yeah, I picked my year's character.
Oh, that's a good question. Susu, have you seen One Piece?
Not all of it, but I've seen some here. and
Nice.
there.
I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, Susu, who's your popular waifu that you hate?
Oh God. Oh, I have a couple. But I really didn't like. I didn't like 02 that much.
That's a great take. Great freaking take.
I mean,
But I feel like a
dropped
lot of
that
people
anime.
say that. I did too. Yeah, I did too. You know, I don't feel like saying 02 is not that great is that much of a hot take, because I feel like a lot of people agree. I didn't like, you know who sucks kind of? Hinata from Naruto kind of sucked.
Actually,
And-
I agree. So, like, Hinata
I
was
liked
better than
Hinata.
Sakura, but that's the only thing she had going for her.
She was better than most
thought
female
she was-
characters in Naruto, especially of like
Dude,
that
she was-
class.
Oh my god, another simp. Like, oh my god, dude.
Better simp than Rem.
Well, so far as we're in the Naruto Virgin, she hasn't really done much other than be cute in her love for Naruto, so I can't hate on her. But yeah, I wouldn't say she's a great character in any way.
Indeed.
I mean, she is
ahead.
over. Naruto's finished, basically.
So
it is, but Animex like catching up. He's reading it for the first time now.
he's at the pain arc right now. So Hinata actually does something in the pain arc. So next week we're talking about it actually.
We'll see. We'll see.
Kind of, but like I was like, who gives a shit? Everyone else is doing everything, you
That's
know.
true.
But I feel like this is like a bad writing thing in a lot of shonen. It's like, oh, female protagonist. Let's make her not as good as the guys at all. It's like, oh, come on, at least make her cool. Like with Sakura, she could have been awesome.
She was so embarrassing.
Like
They
why
wrote
not?
her so bad.
Why not just make Sakura relevant and as powerful or as cool as Sasuke and Naruto? It shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, especially since like the main three. I was like,
Yeah.
it's not that hard. It's only
Like,
like 3 characters.
Hinata,
Speaking of Sims, bro.
you can neglect Hinata and Ino all you want. At the end of the day, this is aiming at like teenage boys. But like the main 3, make Sakura good. Come on.
Yeah, and speaking
But,
of
like,
Sims,
the
bro,
thought
Sakura's the
process is,
champion of
Like,
Sims.
look how much thought went
Oh yeah, it's
into.
pretty bad.
Look how much thought went into Sakura. I went into Naruto and Sasuke, right? They're both coming from like this insanely complicated lineage, like that goes back generations as far as the writing goes. And here you have Sakura, whose parents have like a flower store. Like,
That's why she's called Sakura.
Can you
bro.
actually compare?
It's actually very deep.
Oh,
Pretty-
another
pretty
one.
bad.
I hate Rei from Evangelion.
A lot of people do. Yeah.
I can't say I love anyone from Evangelion as a character.
So the
Not
series
very
sucks.
likable.
I've never
Wait, I
watched the
like-
movie.
I
I've never
liked-
watched the movie.
I liked the glasses bitch. What was her name again?
Not
Oh,
Asuka, the
wow.
researcher.
Are you
The one with the brown ponytails and the glasses.
are you talking about the rebuilds?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It wasn't in the main series. It was like in the I think like a movies or something. But I thought she was alright.
Yeah, I haven't seen those movies. so
Yeah,
I can't-
Misato was pretty good.
Yeah, she's good, but like again, she's good because of
She's okay.
Evangelion. By comparison, she's not like an exceptional character, by the standards of
Ooh.
other anime.
I have
Yeah,
another popular waifu. Like, this is an actual popular waifu that I just don't like.
You better not say
So-
Vados because she's my girl.
She's not popular. So there is this might not be considered an anime by many, but I think Katara from Avatar is insufferable.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched Avatar in so
Sometimes.
long.
She's not the worst
Yeah, she-
ever.
sometimes she can be annoying,
She is
but
so annoying.
I feel like she progresses.
she
though.
is so annoying.
She's better than Korra. Oh my god, Korra's the worst.
I didn't
Well,
even
yeah,
watch
but
Korra.
I don't even think Korra is does Korra count as popular? Because if she's
No.
popular,
Well,
then
they were popular in them. And okay, just look her up on Rule 34 and tell me she's not popular.
What a coincidence! May or
hear
may
what-
not.
Wow, he's cutting out while he's doing his
Wow.
little shell. I love that.
Yeah, Nux, you need to stop screaming, otherwise Discord will cut you out.
Well, he got excited because they're doing another Rule 34 video tonight. Let's go. I got you,
Yeah,
bro.
I was trying to segue into there.
Katara only has 3,000 entries on Rule 34.
3,000.
Yeah, and then look at Korra.
Korra has 4,000. Oh my god.
Wow.
Get slapped with facts and logic.
Yeah, I didn't like I didn't like Legend of Korra very much. Almost all of the characters were pretty terrible. At least in Avatar, we had a lot of likable characters.
Like,
I don't know what happened with Legend of Korra.
I was gonna say, I
With
feel like I
Avatar-
even liked what's her name. Honestly, I haven't seen Avatar since I was like 12 years old, so I feel like I liked the characters in Avatar, like all of them, even the girl.
No,
Yeah,
there
so-
are a lot of characters that I liked in Avatar too. I like Aang. I like Zuko. I like Azula. I like
Zuko's good.
Toph. I like.
Wait.
Sokka.
You just said Katara is insufferable, but you like Azula?
I like Azula as an antagonist.
Okay, you don't think she's like
She's crazy. Yeah.
insane and worse than Katara?
No. I
Like
don't think she's
a worse person,
Katara's
but not a
so
worse
annoying.
character.
Oh yeah, she's definitely a worse person. But,
Okay, either we can
Katara's
give
just
you
so
that, Nux.
annoying.
Or you just exposed what you're into.
Yeah. But Katara's just so annoying. She's always like telling people what to do and complaining and like, oh my god. Yeah, she's my go-to terrible waifu. That's popular.
Susu,
Okay,
do you have any other waifus that you dislike?
Okay. Oh, I have a lot of husbandos I hate.
Before we get into that, I want to defend Lucy a bit from Fairy Tail because I haven't seen a lot of Fairy Tail, but from what I've seen, she's totally fine. I like her.
She's aight.
Cool, good defense, Animac.
Dude.
Anyway, Susu, what were you saying?
Passionate defense. I don't hate her.
Yeah, like there's not a lot of super popular waifus that I super hate. There's like a couple that I'm like, oh, these are kind of garbage. Like, I used to have no hard feelings towards Super Sonical until she came out with an anime, and then I was like, oh my god, I hate this bitch. But yeah.
Dude, Orihime and Rukia kind of suck. Sorry, that was so random, but someone in chat earlier had said, like, oh, like, you guys left out, like, Rukia because she's actually good. No,
Yeah,
I didn't like either of them. Rukia had an
What
okay,
about-
like, backstory, I guess, but she still was annoying.
You know what's one that is kind of like iffy for me? Rephtalia. Because from Shield Hero, because a lot of people love her.
How was
But
that
she also-
iffy for you?
Oh,
She
that
also has
rat,
very-
that rat girl.
She has very like annoying attributes to her. She has positive and negative attributes in my opinion.
Boys,
You know-
I
you
think
know
I'm a
a show
simp.
where-
I just like most waifus.
You know, a
Even
show where
Rias, I want to
every
take it back. I feel
single
bad.
waifu is- There's only one show that I could think of where legitimately every waifu is S tier.
JoJo's.
No. Hono Suba.
Yeah, that's
An
solid.
actual masterpiece of a character story.
No, the waifus are not S tier, man. Like, what are
Every
you talking
single
about?
one is
What are you
legendary.
Okay, even if you don't give them S tier, they're all good characters that are well written, and clearly,
No,
like,
yeah,
when
I would agree with that.
3 of the
I
4
would
main
agree with that,
characters
but-
are women. The writer actually cares about writing good characters or good female characters.
No, I'm cool with you saying they're good characters, but a waifu is not the same as a good character.
They're great female characters. All of them.
Well, yeah, I would love to see you marry someone like Aqua and how your life would be.
They're great characters. I don't understand why you have to always hit it with super realism.
Because waifu and great character are two different things, Nux.
Dude, Valletta would crush your balls. Okay?
No, what do you mean? She's a great
Person,
motherly
right?
and wifely.
Right, dude. Vados would obliterate your face.
She could, but she wouldn't.
She would totally obliterate. I would obliterate your face if I was Vados.
Okay, now this sounds kind of sexual, so I'm gonna back off here, Nux.
Alright, Susu. Terrible husbandos.
Oh man, that leads me to just want to talk about the entirety of Hero Academia.
Let's go!
Oh my
Oh, roasting Hero Academia. I am here for
Hype.
Oh my god. Okay. Did you guys? Okay, this one really fucking grinds my gears. I hate the comparisons between My Hero Academia and Naruto because I don't know. I just don't sympathize with Deku the same way that I sympathize with Naruto. It's like, and Naruto sucked worse. He was like annoying. He was shit at school. He was weak. Like everything about him was ass. But the whole time I was like, man, I want him to do well. But like with Deku, I'm just like, oh, I can be a hero if I don't have superpowers. Like, no, you fucking can't. That's the whole thing about your entire universe. What are you talking about? You're so fucking dumb, bro. I hate you so much.
Yeah.
Maybe Bakugo was onto something with the bullying because you're dumb as shit. And then he has the superpower. And I'm like, why did he get the superpower over Mirio? Later when you discover like Mirio was supposed to get it. And then the only reason that All Might says is like, oh, well, I met Deku first. I'm like, you met him in like 2 seconds because he was like, oh no, my friend's getting attacked in the street. I gotta do something. It's like, so? Who wouldn't try to help their fucking friend? That's not some super special, ultra super, like, power of friendship shit. It's just like, anybody would fucking do that. Like, why is he getting rewarded for being a good friend? You're supposed to be a good friend.
Good
Oh.
take.
You are officially invited back anytime.
Great take, honestly.
Sorry, like,
Like, they
No.
both tried to make... No, don't apologize. That was amazing. That was fucking amazing.
that made me sweat. I'm mad.
Both series tried to do the thing where it's like, oh, they're like an outcast because, like, he doesn't have the powers, so he's bullied. But Naruto has a fucking nine-tails fox in him that destroyed the village and killed their loved ones. So even though technically Naruto actually like helped the village by having it sealed within him, he's being treated like shit and is an actual like social outcast versus just getting teased a little bit in school, which probably most people can relate to.
And he had parents.
Yeah, it's true. And he sucked.
Yeah, he had no
Also,
parents.
to make it even, to just add salt to the wound, like, it's not just that he saw Deku first, that All Might decided to give Deku the power. He was literally on the way to meet Mirio because they said that he is, like, the ideal hero. He was on the way to meet Mirio when he just randomly bumps into this kid and gives him his powers.
Look, here's the thing.
That's what I'm wondering.
Here's
It's like, what the fuck? That lapse in judgment in All Might's brain there. It's like, what?
He moved without thinking, bro. His body just reacted.
So do all the bitches in hentai. Like, who cares?
In the manga, there is a reason why Deku ends up being a better candidate. However, I don't think All Might knew that when he made the decision, so you can still
He did it. That's why it's so dumb.
All Might just had too much to drink. He's like, fuck it. This guy
No,
moves.
I also don't understand. I don't understand the comparisons between Naruto and My Hero because now that I'm actually reading Naruto, I think Naruto's much better.
Of course.
It is way fucking better. Oh my god, another thing that really pissed me off. Everybody here knows Naruto, right? There was this one infuriating Twitter post going around by somebody. It was a picture of Shikamaru and a picture of Deku, and the tweet was like, "Who's the better strategist?"
That's gotta be bait. That's gotta be bait.
It wasn't bait. It wasn't bait.
It has to be.
That's
It was like a
having
Hero
picture of-
Academia fan.
That's
Dude,
like
I
having a
need-
picture of L and a picture of Subaru and saying who's the better strategist. Like,
Dude,
come on.
I'm gonna reply to
Dude,
that tweet
anime,
with Shikamaru
honestly-
doing this and just like me contemplating what I'm gonna do to this user, or me contemplating what this guy was thinking
so
when he tweeted
upset.
it.
I'm gonna try to find it. Hold on, let me try to fucking find that because it was the most infuriating tweet I've ever seen.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Like Deku
And it's
takes
not the
notes,
only one.
Deku takes notes in his notepad, and then he just ends up one-shotting the enemy because he's angry. So,
1,000
God,
million
there's so
percento.
If you look it up, like there's like multiple things. If you look up Shikamaru versus Deku, like there's this one shitty tweet wasn't the only thing.
oh my god, that's just.
It's so upsetting.
First of all, Shikamaru is my favorite character in all of Naruto, so I freaking love my boy, and Deku cannot compare at all because Deku's not even my favorite character in that series. I like Mirio and so many others.
At least
before
compare Deku to Naruto in like those aspects. So you're literally comparing him with someone who's known for his strategizing. Oh my
I was really
god.
upset. I was really furious when I saw that, and like a lot of I keep forgetting that children exist, and a lot of children like Boku no Hero's their first anime.
Yes, because it has that Western popular superhero aspect. So I feel like
Yeah.
many, Marvel fans and stuff, they saw that and it was very, very easy for them to get into it. So I think that was a lot of people's gateway anime.
Also, a lot of people have been watching Naruto, or when they last watched Naruto, spent years watching the war arc at the end, which was pretty bad in my opinion. And like, also all the filler you get, and like, don't get me wrong, I think Naruto's a great character in the beginning, and I still think he's a good character by the end. But a lot of things that he started off with, they didn't keep the same themes throughout because they had to make him powerful.
Yeah, they did him so dirty in Boruto.
Well, we don't
I
talk
do
about
not know anything
Okay.
about Boruto, and I'm happy to stay that way.
Boruto. We do
Okay,
not
never-
talk about Boruto.
Never mind.
Thank you, Inna Wolft, with a T at the end, for the donations.
690 bits.
69-0. That's how we pronounce it here.
That is how we pronounce it. That's true.
Yeah. But the thing with MHA is it has some really great arcs, and it has some arcs that are very mid. So it's a mix. With Naruto, up until the point that I'm at, the Pain arc, all the arcs have been fire, incredibly consistent. Training arcs have been so much more interesting than MHA. Strategy and the battle system are way, way more advanced. So it's not even a comparison. I'm not saying you have to hate MHA. I think MHA has its strength. But don't compare it to such great anime and expect it to hold up. It doesn't.
people keep comparing it to like the big three over and over, and like, oh, this
Yeah,
is
no.
the new big shonen or whatever, and it's just like, no, it's never gonna be up there with One Piece. It's never gonna be up there with Dragon Ball Z. It's never gonna be up there with Naruto. It's just
Can you please watch Tokyo Revengers so I can trash it, please?
okay. I'll watch that too.
I don't
just so
care
we
if
could talk
you
shit about
spoil
it.
it, but
The
yeah, I've
main
seen like 6
character's so
episodes.
stupid. It's
They're-
like it's a good thriller all in all. Like I enjoyed the watch, but oh my god, the main character is like so like.
Okay, so I actually want to watch it now because I want to understand why you hate him but like Subaru. Because
There we go. I was gonna make that exact comparison.
Well, I mean, boys, we could all watch Tokyo Revengers and talk about it on the anime version.
Stop trying to suck me into more podcasts.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Dude, I need guests, bro.
Yeah, like even in Tokyo Revengers, I already have 2 characters that I like more than the main guy at least, and that's Mikey and the other dude.
And Draken.
Yeah, Draken. Yes,
Yes.
those guys are dope.
I like those
Like
guys,
that's why I want to continue because of those guys. Like I don't give a shit about him and the cop brother dude.
Yeah.
Somebody
No,
in the chat brought up a good point. Oh, what were you saying, Nux?
No, I wasn't. I was just complaining about Takemichi being stupid.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I don't know who he is, but yeah, fuck him.
Let's
somebody
go.
in the
That's a real
chat-
homie.
They said that oh yeah Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Demon
Yes.
Slayer.
Yeah, how that ended kind of shit. Sorry.
It wasn't the best ending, but I still think it's a great series overall, and I would put it ahead of MHA.
I personally think that the animation in the anime carried it.
Yeah.
Well, the first season is the weakest in terms of the story parts of the manga. The seasons that are coming have the best arcs. So I think people who are sticking with Demon Slayer will appreciate these coming arcs a lot more. Because, yeah, when I saw the first season of the anime and then got into the manga, I was like, yeah, this is cool, but I wasn't super impressed. But then when some of these upcoming arcs came, I was like, whoa, this is awesome. And yeah, the last arc, the way it ends, it's not awesome.
Yeah, kind of
there's some-
fizzled out.
Yeah, but there's some great stuff in there. Yeah, I have some specific things that I wish would have happened in the manga, in that final arc that didn't, but it is what it is.
Rip.
Yeah, but it's another like entryway anime, I think. Hero
Yeah,
Academia
I
and
think so
Demon
too.
Slayer, like they were like the new animes that a lot of newer fans recently started getting into, which brought like a whole new kind of audience into the anime community, which is both great and terrible. It's very interesting.
No, but the thing with Demon Slayer,
I am not
the
one to
reason...
flaunt. I'm not one to flaunt when I ratio people on Twitter or anything.
Yeah,
But
you are.
Ninja and Tim the Tatman both said that Demon Slayer is better than Hunter x Hunter, especially referring to the Chimera Ant arc, and I ratioed them, and I was very happy.
Dude, come on. Come on. I mean, I like Demon Slayer. I like Demon Slayer quite a bit more than MHA. But you're going to compare Hunter x Hunter's like one of the best anime ever.
I disagree.
I mean, it still didn't make my top 10, but I think I top 20 for sure.
I mean,
Top
even if
30,
you don't think
top
it's
30.
even if you don't think it's the best, like how could one say that Demon Slayer's better?
Off of season 1?
Yeah, and it's like people that just saw the anime, they didn't even like read the Demon
Yes,
Slayer
man,
manga.
it's not even off the manga.
Yeah, I know. If you just saw the anime, I don't get where that's coming from. But the thing that's cool about Demon Slayer is it is very much rooted in like traditional Japanese culture and history and stuff. So it's not as easy for just anyone to pick it up like, oh, superheroes, cool. So at
Did
least in
Animac
that
just
sense, like,
literally. Well, hold on. Is Animac? Are you using the? To be fair, you need a very high IQ argument.
no,
Did
no.
you
What I'm
literally just try the Rick and Morty argument?
no, I
Oh,
didn't.
God.
What I'm doing is
To
saying
be
that
fair, you need to be very cultured to appreciate. That's what you're trying to say, right?
your comprehension skills, guys. I'm saying that it's not as easy as a gateway anime as something like MHA for just anyone to get into and then assume, wow, anime is just, Japanese Marvel. I'm saying it is a different type of feel than MHA, and in that sense, you kind of get more of an idea of what anime actually is if your gateway is Demon Slayer as opposed to MHA.
I still think it's a great gateway. 100% I agree. I think it's a Demon Slayer and even
Demon
MHA, I think, are both
You
good
want to
gateways.
know good proof that Demon Slayer is a great gateway? the fact that Ninja and Tim the Tatman says it's better than Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
That is a great example. The fact that when episode 19 came out, it trended worldwide, and every celebrity was tweeting how it's the best anime ever made. That's how you know it's a good gateway anime.
Yeah.
I mean, were they saying, if they're saying it's their favorite, fine, because they might have seen 2 anime, and that's one of them. But if they're saying it's the best ever objectively, that's just insane. Like, how could you even say that?
But they specifically went to compare it to Hunter x Hunter. I don't understand, like, why? Why are you comparing it to Hunter x Hunter? And that's crazy.
You gonna see if I
So
can find the tweet?
offensive.
Like, I understand going out of your way, like, oh, the Naruto MHA comparison, or like even like One Piece compared to other long-running shonen. But like, why Demon Slayer and Hunter x Hunter? I guess there are some overlapping. Yeah, like I guess it overlaps a little bit, but they're so different.
Yeah, especially the Chimera Ant arc. Like,
Is it just because they got recommended both? Like, I don't get it.
I'm guessing it's probably one of the 4 anime I've seen.
No, dude, they watch a ton of anime. Tim the Tatman made like this whole massive anime tier list with dozens of shows on it.
Well, I don't know who this is, man. Like, you
He's
know
like
these...
the biggest streamer. He was just paid like tens of millions of dollars by YouTube to stream on YouTube Gaming.
Great, but I have no idea who he is until you just mentioned him right now, bro.
I mean, he also had a bad take about Apex Legends, so.
You're just saying that because you're a controller player.
Aim assist, baby.
Well, yeah, I don't know, Briggs. You've been lately tweeting about hating Apex. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, no, that's just because they fucked up their servers. It's nothing with the actual game that bothers me other than the L-Star being fucking overpowered. But, like, his complaint was like, oh, you go down, you get a couple kills, and then you rotate for half the game. Bro, you played the game for 2 days. Play pub. Why are you jumping right into ranked? This guy's going right into competitive, and he's not a competitive gamer.
You know who's a competitive gamer? Me.
Oh, yeah, Age of Empires. Whew. Fucking Among Us on that 3080 Super, bro.
Yeah, bro. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Among Us.
Among Us was honestly the most fun meta Twitch ever had.
Are there any waifus or husbandos that are generally hated that you like? Again, I'm building off of SUSU's idea because I really liked it. For example, I know Jordan, the anime dude, really likes that mommy girl from Rent a Girlfriend,
True.
which is just something. Or like Makima from Chainsaw Man. You know, some of these characters that are generally hated and considered terrible people have their own little cult followings of simps.
Okay, but at least Mommy's a good antagonist.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
Could
She is
not
a good
see how
antagonist.
she could ever be a waifu. She's a terrible person.
Exactly. That's my whole point. Like, she's a great antagonist, in my opinion, but she's a terrible waifu. But there are people who are just like, bro, mommy's so hot. Mommy's great. She's a great waifu. She just cares. She just cares, bro.
What?
I just posted in the chat. If you want to see the tweets.
I can't. I guess I could check on my phone.
Oh, Nox, are you still on that Apex Legends thing?
No, I had my little rant. I'm done. I think he's talking about the Hunter x Hunter thing.
Yes. And the other
The worst arc in anime history.
Oh,
The
do
worst
have
arc
one.
in anime history. How could you go that
Okay,
extreme?
is this bait?
No.
This has to be bait.
No.
Like,
And then I
I
had
do
an
think,
hour-long debate with Tectone about it because he agreed with them.
I think the Chimera Ant arc is overrated, as you guys know. But to say it's bad or the worst in history, what are you talking?
I think it's underrated.
What do you?
Especially when the Garlic Jr. saga in Dragon Ball Z exists. How the fuck?
No,
I
he's
think
got to be
that's filler,
exaggerating.
To be fair, I think Garlic Jr. is filler, so maybe they don't count that.
The
as
Chimera
Well, I'm
Ant
sure-
arc is
I'm
better
sure
than
it's
every
exaggerated.
single arc in Dragon Ball Z. I don't care.
It's better than
Dragon Ball Z.
every arc in all of Shonen aside from maybe 5, I'd say.
I think it's underrated. No shit when you're an 11 out of 10. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, Briggs. Now we just have the green screen left, so we can put anything there, bro. We can get Meta Hulk to just go wild.
Yeah. Poor Meta Hulk. We recorded 2 Yu-Gi-Oh episodes today because I beat him so quickly the first time.
Damn.
Oh. Yeah, Nox likes to flex about his Yu-Gi-Oh success. He's always like, not to brag or anything, but I just wrecked
Not to
Briggs.
brag
It's
or
like
anything.
28-1 in our showdowns. not to brag or anything, but I'm absolutely a legend at Yu-Gi-Oh.
True.
Classic Nux. Anyway, girls or guys that are hated that you actually like Nux SUSU.
Okay, I love Mineta from Hero Academia.
Yes.
Ooh, let's go.
Good take. Based take.
I feel like he gets like shit on for the stupidest reasons. I think it's really funny.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's a lot of newer anime fans coming in because in a
Yes.
lot of animes there's always like the stupid pervert that gets like clowned on or whatever.
Yes.
Even though I kind of like Mineta, I guess, as like a comedic relief character, as far as the the pervy archetype that's in so many shonens, I definitely prefer most other ones. Like,
No, I
I
think-
prefer Sanji or Jiraiya so much more than Mineta. Like,
True, but again,
They
you're
were at a
using,
different time. It
you're
was a
using like the
different
best
time.
anime as an example.
Yeah, that's not fair. And they were in a different time before people started like condemning characters for the crimes that they commit in the series as if it's like a real crime. Like,
Yeah,
if you
I
say
know.
you like Mineta, like there's gonna be somebody that's like, oh, so you're okay with sexual harassment and assault and blah blah blah. And I'm like,
yeah,
fuck no, but like the cartoons aren't really gonna catch a case now, are they? Like,
No,
not
it's
real.
so funny because first of all, Mineta, he always suffers consequences for his actions.
Exactly.
He gets beat up or he gets shamed and stuff. So in no way can you say that this is like promoting that. And he's just a funny character, just like so many other pervy funny characters in anime. But I think you're right there when we talked earlier about MHA being, a gateway anime for many Western fans who don't really know what anime is. I think that's why he gets so much hate because of those fans who don't realize
I
that this is
agree
a
with
trope.
you. You don't have a character like Mineta in the Avengers, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
What if the raccoon was really horny?
oh my god!
He's a legend though. I love the raccoon, dude.
Yeah, that raccoon's funny. Agreed. As
Love
far
the
as
guy.
popular characters that I hate, though, I guess the main character of freaking Tokyo Revengers.
No, but what about hated characters that you like, such as, I don't know, like all the psychos you love?
Yeah, but I feel like psychos are very beloved. I mean, Hisoka is one of my favorite characters in anime. I don't think that's exactly a popular take. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
hold up. Chaz from Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of my favorite characters of all time. He's not hated, though.
Fucking Chad, let's go. He's so rich and horrible. That's the way I love my men.
Let's go! Let's go!
Well, Nox is horrible.
Yo, dude!
Hey, and once YouTube pays him, he's gonna be rich.
Yeah.
Hey,
True.
There we
YouTube
go.
paid me, okay? Shut up. It was only for 4 years that they withheld funds.
Only 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
That's
funny
fucking
because
terrible.
you look
also,
at someone,
Pog,
you look at
crypto
people.
went up by 10% in the last 2 days.
Let's go.
What?
Last day.
What?
Bitcoin
say?
and Ethereum went up.
I would say Bitcoin's
Oh
been
yeah,
up like
yeah.
a good 10% in the last 2 weeks, I think.
Well, it's been up and
Well,
down.
it-
It's been
yeah,
up and
over
down.
the
Trust
last,
me, I follow
Like
it.
3
Anyway,
days ago, it dropped, but like
I was just gonna
Oh my
say,
god.
I was just gonna
Wrath
say,
of
you have.
Bong in the chat.
What do you say?
Oh, he was talking about Twitter logic, like liking Deku means you cry a lot, or Bakugo means you are a terrible person. It's kind of like how I. Oh my god, let me tell you about the time that I told people that I thought Endeavor was hot. Oh my god, that was horrible. They're like,
He's
oh, so
literally
you're
hot,
okay.
though.
a video
he's
talking about
hot.
Endeavor. I got canceled for it. Like, I trended
he's
on
so
Twitter getting
sexy.
canceled for that one.
What? I think it's so funny because like the Hero Academia fan base, they'll like shit on me, an adult, for being like, oh, the dad is hot. Like, sorry that he's beat his wife or whatever, but she's not real. And then they'll like simp for the like 15-year-olds, and I'm like, why is it a problem for me to like the fictional horrible adult, but it's
I don't
okay
know.
for you to like simp for the 15-year-old? It's like
You know
you're
what
gonna
I
go to
find weird?
jail
You know what I
by
find
your own
weird?
logic.
You got Endeavor, okay? Like, you say you like Endeavor, and all of a sudden you're an abuse apologist. But, like,
Exactly.
Madara? Dude, these guys are fondling Madara's balls. This
Oh my
dude
God.
literally caused genocide.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah,
people.
but
who-
he didn't beat his wife, so he's not as bad.
Yeah, imagine people who like complain about Mineta hearing Nux say, "Oh, Hisoka's one of my favorite characters."
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
You can't
No,
like
you don't
honestly
understand.
you're just not allowed to write
You don't get it, dude.
well-written
It's-
characters if they're bad.
Twitter
So
dictate
dumb.
the age group of the fans dictate what the fan base looks like. So Hunter x Hunter has an older fan, just like JoJo's. JoJo's has a more older or cultured fan base. So, which is why you have a character in JoJo's Part 2, which is a literal Nazi. And JoJo's never got into hot water because of it. And by the way, as far as a character that's hated, that's one of my favorite characters of all time. I thought of a great one. Harrison from Hunter x Hunter.
Yes.
Dude,
that's-
Tajiro got in trouble for his earrings.
Oh yeah, that is so stupid. Oh, that's not even like.
Imagine if they watched JoJo's.
That's not even.
You know what's weird? Like a lot of the people that like Hero Academia that condemn Mineta also like JoJo's. It's a really weird crossover. And I feel like they just choose to ignore the problematic aspects of JoJo's because they're like, oh, this is like so inclusive to the gay people. So they just ignore the Nazi or
There
whatever.
are literally no gay people in JoJo's.
Yeah.
But they like ship everybody. Like it's so popular with the
in
gay anime
JoJo's,
fans.
in JoJo's, everybody's gay, so no one's gay. You know how it works.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's kind of you make a good point.
Yeah, so it's like when like a series is interpreted as like gay, then suddenly you can't like critique it. It's a
Yeah,
really
oh,
interesting
Yuri on Ice.
dichotomy.
Yuri on
Yeah,
Ice.
exactly.
Oh, I remember that shit.
Yep. I remember
stuff
saying
like
I wasn't
that.
a fan of Yuri on Ice and people called me homophobic. That was a fun time.
Exactly, but it was bad. Okay.
I dropped it after 2 episodes and I didn't say a word. Like literally anytime we talked, like honestly, I think I cared a little bit more when we were younger. Anytime we talked about it on the podcast, yes, we've been doing this podcast for like 6 years now.
Oh damn.
Anytime we were talking about it on the podcast, I would literally just not say a word because I was like, I just don't want to deal with it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I-
watched the entire thing and I didn't.
I
love it.
couldn't bring myself to.
Yeah, I think that's an example of people who didn't actually watch anime before.
Yeah.
Getting into it through Yuri on Ice and then be like, this is so special. This is like representation. It's like, bro, there's plenty of anime that does shit like that.
And they
And-
actually like show the relationships instead of like Yuri on Ice kind of gay baited, in my opinion. Like they
Yeah, I
didn't show
mean-
the kiss and they didn't like say they were dating. It's just like, why is this so skirted around? Just say it's gay.
I'll
I
be
can't
honest,
speak on
when
it because I didn't
first
even watch it.
watched
I
Yuri-
wasn't
Oh.
interested.
When I first watched Yuri on Ice, I didn't think the characters were gay until like episode 8.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like there's plenty, well, like what you were saying, it's true. There's plenty of other animes that show much better gay relationships, but because this is the first anime a lot of like Tumblr kids have seen, they're like, "Oh my God, this is peak culture."
Also, some Tumblr kids will get offended if you call them gay and not bi, so that's another thing.
Well, gay is like a blanket statement. It's like a
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to clarify.
overarching.
Otherwise,
Oh.
Twitter.
well,
Fuck
I have
Twitter,
sex
who
with
cares
women,
about
so
Twitter?
I'm uncancelable. You
There
you
we
can't
go.
cancel.
Let's go!
You have the JoJo effect.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Does that count for me too? Because I.
No.
All
Oh,
right.
well, have you kissed a dude or something?
No, I have not.
Yeah, he has.
Well,
the
oh
women
my
part-
God.
You've
women
given
party.
me a fat kiss on the cheek, anime. Come on.
Okay, you're uncancelable now.
There we
He's
go.
European.
Both
Yeah, but it's
both
we're
cheeks.
European. We're European.
Both
you
cheeks,
know.
actually. I remember, bro.
European? That's as gay as it gets.
Let's go.
Hold
Alright.
up, Briggs. He only kissed both your cheeks. Doesn't he kiss 3 times because of the Trinity? Isn't that like
I
the
don't.
Serbian move?
I cannot
It is.
remember if he did 3. I think he did 3. I can't
Dude, if
remember.
you only did 2, then you're canceled.
I mean,
If I did it on the forehead, then you could question what was going on. You know.
so Italian is 2, so I must have assumed it was 2. You probably did 3.
Yeah, 3. We just love more than the Italians.
Making sure, anime. Just making
Good work,
sure.
Nuck. Good work. Point is, we gotta clarify with people on Twitter, otherwise we can't say anything.
Dude, I fucking love that line from Family Guy where it's like, it's 11 a.m. and I've kissed 8 guys twice.
Oh my god. Dude, Family Guy finally got canceled. RIP.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it didn't. What are you
Yes,
talking about?
it
People were
did.
praising it.
It got kicked off Adult Swim.
Like, for popularity reasons or like an actual controversy?
I think it was a controversy. I didn't read into it, but
I don't know, they did something about like talking about vaccines being good and they were praised for that, but maybe you're talking about something earlier.
I
Because this
have
is
no
new.
idea.
No clue.
I'm still trying to think of like a hated character that I actually like.
Dude, I'm so bad with coming up with stuff on the spot. We need topics in advance.
Foxy from One Piece.
Dude, Foxy's such a good character.
No, that's actually a decent
and
call. What
and the
hell?
arc. The arc, but honestly, I like the arc a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good
the
arc.
manga arc was a lot of fun. Like, it's not as intense and meaningful as other arcs, but it's great comedic relief, and you get to see, you know, the crew bonding and developing as characters. So there's, you know, that's a bonus.
It was just that the Foxy arc in the anime dragged it out really long, and people just, it was just so out of nowhere, and they thought it was filler, even though technically it wasn't. But it felt
think
like
they'll-
it felt like filler, right? So people just disliked it. And then people were
I think-
power
Somebody give
scaling
the
Foxy.
subs.
Hey Sam, thank you.
Hey.
I think they made it long because of the meta of long ring, long land arc.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's so smart, anime.
Thank you. Thank you,
Well, I
Sam.
think we're officially all out of brain cells.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I didn't have any to start, so.
true, true.
Well, I got things in my brain.
Hell yeah.
Throw one out
Hit
there.
us with a thing.
Okay, a brain thing. Oh no,
It left.
get back to me. Get back to me. Get back to me.
Will do. Will do.
I think Nux was trying to say he has to go.
It was code. It was
It was
code.
code. It was code.
Oh, okay. Okay, bye.
Well,
Yo,
Susu.
imagine.
in all honesty, though, this was a great episode.
Yeah, fun episode, boys.
For
Susu,
sure.
thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Hell
Thank you
yeah.
for inviting me, everybody. And hell yeah, let's go Brux shippers. Any Brux shippers in the chat?
That's us.
That's us.
Yeah,
Not
Make
the
it
other
trend.
thing. Not the other thing. That, you know.
don't bring that up again.
I
Not
think
that
what we
other
learned. I think what we learned in this podcast is that if you think Griffith is a good character, you're a terrible person.
Yeah, that's
Griffith
pretty
did
good
nothing
moral
wrong.
story.
Yeah, if he's so bad, why sexy?
Yeah.
Fair.
Solid
Fair.
logic.
Fair.
I agree.
I agree with that. That's a solid point. Yo, I'm very excited for tonight at 9 p.m. EST, which I think is 10 or 8. What is it?
Let me
I don't know
look
what.
that up.
I don't know.
Let me look it up this
whatever
time.
it is, your time.
Is it 8 p.m. EST or 9?
It's 9 EST.
9 p.m. EST to CST.
Just 2.5 hours from now.
That's
By
8
the way,
p.m.
That's 8 p.m.
For me, yeah.
For you. Okay. All right. Awesome. We're scheduled. Before we end, can I ask you all to please do a complimentary traditional Rant Cafe dance for me?
What does that mean?
On 3, can you all please cross your arms and just sway side to side?
Like, cross our arms and sway side to side.
3, 2, 1. Oh, very wholesome. Thank you, everyone, for doing the
Are we doing it?
complimentary rant. You're all doing it so well.
You're not crossing your arms.
I don't have arms. They don't move.
Oh,
It's pretty sad
Sorry.
out here. Thank you all so
Sorry.
much for doing this. Have yourself a most wonderful evening, everybody. And remember to stay weird, fam.
But also remember,
yay!
see you, Space Cowboys.
Bang?
Hell yeah.
Yay!